Man, I will let y'all know.
Bro, wait a minute. It just went live.
Oh shit! I will let everybody out there in TV land know that we wasn't late. We have been doing this show since 9 o'clock. And Horace never pressed the record button. And being 8 minutes late now, this man never pressed the record button. We've been doing the show.
You had one hell of a beginning to the show.
What an intro to the show. You should have been there.
You had one job.
Okay.
Just one job, Horace.
Press record. That's all you got to do.
To
Press
the pearly
record.
whites. And I said,
That's
wait a
it.
minute. What a red dot at, dog. And that ain't the most epic moment in TV history. We didn't went 8 minutes of the show, and I'm like, wait, something missing. So I'm like, let me go to the counter, man. Listen, oh man, you can't make that up, brother.
Yes, man.
All right, listen.
Test.
Welcome to another episode of the Black Super Friends. Tonight, I will serve as your host. The host that did not have the most tonight at the beginning of the show. God, boy. Listen, I would have got fired on the first day at a major news network for that kind of mishap. But listen, it's a black network, so give us some grace. All right, first, I'm going to still extend the same grace that I did before. I'm going to introduce you to a man that has the primetime slot tonight. He is my friend that resides outside of Atlanta. He is the one that the females feel is the most logical and wisest person on this broadcast until he's had a little sip and he turns into JT Money Jr. and everybody starts to run for cover. Tonight, we will see where Super Mario Sr. will take the flow when he goes.
Hey, I appreciate that, man. Now, if I can only get my wife to agree with such sentiments and nice gestures that you just proclaimed. If you listening, Miss Hardy, listen up to a bishop's son.
Yeah. My mom's a bishop, so that makes me a bishop, kind of. Right. Yes. All right. Next, I'm gonna get the same jokes. That boy's looking real honorary tonight. He's looking real pure. He's looking real holy. He has on this white tonight, from the white teeth to the white shirt. He's gonna show you how he works, which ain't often. So I'm going to talk to my brother, Zay the ladies man.
My brother, I was taught to work smart and not hard, and I'm working right now.
You mastered the shit out of that. You done mastered
that.
Teach me the way.
Listen, come to my class for a mere $395.95. I got you. That's it. You my boy. That's the deal too. Everybody else $1,500.
Oh God.
Thanks to low.
Last but not least, I'm going to go to the guy who is the architect of chaos, the number one sponsor killer on our show, the man who is quite the optimistic one. You never know where he's going to come. He's the date doctor known around the world, and tonight I see in the background he has a book that I'm sure he will share with us at some point. So instead of calling him Chris Leo the optimistic, tonight he will come in rare form. Chris Leo.
Yes. I've been getting a lot of, feedback from my last two shows and a lot of support from the ladies. And I like to just say, sorry for disappointing you guys. I'm really sorry for disappointing you guys. I look forward to aggravating you guys again. So let's get this show on the road.
It really feels like Space Jams. It's like we traded places because last week I was like, what in the entire hell? Like, I'm trying to catch it. They like, usually Chris was the one that just made people want to get in the comments and unify. But somehow I've become the hated one. And I must say, I'm going to wear that coat very well for a long time. But we're going to go down the avenue that Chris loves for once. And we're going to start off the show talking about something dear to his heart. But we're going to talk about it from two different aspects. And we're going to go fast tonight because we got a lot of topics to cover. In trending news, we have never had this happen before, even though we've had some amazing athletes to come out of Palm Beach County. Fred Taylor, Derek Harper. Hell, I don't even know who else to say. But the NBA Rookie of the Year is a young man from West Palm Beach, Riviera Beach, Palm Beach County, Florida, and he is playing in the NBA. And with all those amazing players in the NBA, there can only be one. And they chose that person to be Scotty Barnes. So hopefully, man, if they don't do something to the youth in this city, because it's definitely going to bring other coaches and people around the world to come and see what talent's in Palm Beach. But that is an amazing, amazing story. Congratulations, Scotty Barnes. Salute to his mother and father, whatever the scenario is. Support and salute to such a great, great individual on such a historical accomplishment. Chris Lee, I'm going to you first.
Yes, man. I'm super proud. Scotty Barnes is the Kia Rookie of the Year, and I want to say I don't personally know the kid, but when I started coaching, I was familiar with him. I've seen him play since the 6th grade. He won the championship from 6th grade all the way up to 8th grade. Shout out to Roosevelt Middle School. I had the pleasure of coaching at Inlet Grove for 2 years. In that division, it was us, Kings Academy, Oxbridge, and Cardinal Newman. So I got to play Scotty Barnes. I got to coach against Scotty Barnes 2 times as an assistant coach, not a head coach. And I also went on a travel basketball trip with him. He played on Ball for Life 1 year. One tournament with us in Georgia, man. Shout out to Brandon Arnett at Ball for Life. I'm so proud of this kid, man. He's from the crib. He went to Florida State, which is one of my favorite colleges, and I'm so proud of this kid, man. I think this should show the city that we should put more funding in Wells and Tate's Gym and try to really harvest that talent that we have down there. Because like you were saying, a couple other names. You have Abe Elam, Matt Elam. You have Alfonso Z coming from Dwyer. You got Jacoby Brissett out of Dwyer. There's a couple other guys, but there's only one high school in Palm Beach County, and that's Dwyer.
There you go.
Well, I don't know, man. I think that this is a very good thing. I know my Canadian family is happy for us. You can say thank you to us here in Riviera Beach. You guys have visited, but they are all Raptors fans. They love the hell out of Scotty Barnes. I really believe that we in Riviera haven't had something that we can really stand up, be proud about, like our counterparts over in Belgrade ever since. Like Chris said, you got Devin Hester, who got robbed of the Hall of Fame, but he gonna get that. You got Abe Elam, you got Matt, you got Jacoby Brissett. Like he said, all those guys, Vinny, all those guys that came from our neck of the woods, but to get the kudos that Scotty got right now. We were hoping for Devin, which hopefully that'll come around the next time that they have the induction. He gets the Hall of Fame, but we don't really get a whole lot to really be that we can stand up and pat on our chest about, 561 Palm Beach County. We appreciate you, Scotty, and we are proud of you. So the support is still home as it is abroad. But that's huge for Rivera. That's very huge for Rivera.
Yeah, there can only be one Rookie of the Year. Magic Johnson said, that is a big compliment. Magic Johnson said he's never seen a player that reminded him of himself or something to that effect. But Scotty Barnes, that's a big compliment. Super Mario Sr.
I just want to say, I ain't going to be the dead horse. I just want to say congratulations. And I think it's remarkable just because everybody know that South is a football state. So to make it to such great heights, understanding that we don't particularly indulge in basketball at the highest levels, and we don't fund it like Chris, allocated to. We don't fund it. We don't allude it to. We don't allocate funds to basketball, really. So shout out to Ball for Life. As I see they got the ball rolling on that to help us, because we know that now AAU is the way. And if you don't make it in the AAU circuit, then you really don't get out. But then a lot of times, I played on probably one of the first time that Tom took an AAU team out. I just went. I don't know why. I wasn't that good. And I thought we were good until we got up to North Carolina and said, God, bro, everybody on the team dunking. Everybody's 6 foot, and they all in the 6th grade. So to make it, I'm just saying, talent is amazing. I know on TV the game looks slower and it looks easier, but when you see those people play in real life, it's actually amazing. And to be the Rookie of the Year, it's just like, I don't think he's getting everybody's saying congratulations and happy for Scotty, but I'm saying this is truly, truly, truly remarkable
huge.
feat. You know what I'm saying? Like all the people, everybody else y'all name was a football player. That's understandable.
Facts.
But to have a basketball player that comes
Alonzo
from
G.
Well, yeah.
Alonzo G.
Alonzo G. I'm sorry.
Boy.
You're right. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Like even when Alonzo did, I was breathtaking. Like that's just come on, bro. Basketball. So,
Yeah.
Congratulations.
And you actually know them. That'd be the thing. You've actually seen these guys, say what's happening. It's like, wow, that's it's real. And they doing the thing.
The amazing part about it, Lonzo G, when I was still could play basketball, we was playing it well. He was playing as a kid. So, he owns Rock Fitness over in Riviera Beach. It's a gym on Singer Island. But I would say this, man. Everybody around the league, respect is a big thing. Everybody around the league, everybody around our area says nothing but great things about that young man. He's a great athlete, but everyone says how a remarkable young man that is. And that's the kind of stuff we need to market and support. I just told the mayor, or I mentioned it, somebody in Palm Beach, whether it's the mayor of West Palm, Riviera Beach, when after the season, you guys need to, get behind that man, recognize him, give him make it Scotty Barnes Day, throw a parade for him, have a day in the park for him. But that is not an everyday thing. That's history. To be rookie of the year, person of the year. Come on, man.
Absolutely.
I was gonna say it was an article that they had where they actually interviewed him and they took an excerpt from what he was saying. And he's telling them, like, I'm from Palm Beach. This is crazy. He can't even put it into words. Like, this is crazy. And I think that shout out to the Raptors because that was dope how they had Vince to announce it to him. That was dope.
I predicted this. Our preseason, I predicted him to be rookie of the year. I said it. I said it.
I agree with you then, Chris. Yeah, you did say that. Yeah. So shout out to Scotty Barnes. Congratulations from the Black Super Friends podcast. Salute to your mother and everybody around that supported you, because it always takes a village, man. So the coaches, the people that might have gave money for whatever, y'all should. You did it for a good reason. Y'all should really feel warm in your heart, and that should motivate us to find the next Scotty Barnes and try to support one of these kids coming out of our community. All right. So, hey, as I transition to something, talk about sports, man. Autographs really changed. When we came up, we were used to people getting autographs with a pen and paper, right?
That's the way it goes, dude.
Well, on a JetBlue flight, and I think it must have been bad luck because you can't really smoke on a commercial plane. So he probably caught Mike Tyson at a time in between his smoke breaks. The man smoked like 20 joints a day to control the beast inside of him. I watched a video where Mike Tyson was snug up with his blanket. He just wanted to be left alone. And an irate, harassing young man who was intoxicated somehow got the best of what Mike Tyson had to offer. He didn't have to get in the ring. He didn't have to sign no contract. At some point, he just antagonized Mike Tyson. And at some point, the dam broke. And you can see on video, Mike Tyson giving him the best autographs that he has ever seen in his life. And he got a media.
As a matter of fact,
I think how the media has spun this and made it about Mike Tyson. Oh, Mike is lost it, and Mike beats up a person. But everybody in the Black community, everybody in our culture said, what we say, that's good for him. That's how we talk. That's good for him. And that's what he got. I was switching it up. Hey, Super Mario Senior, did you see the autograph session?
I did. And I can go on and on, but like you said, we got a lot of things to cover tonight. I'm gonna just say this: it was all fun and games. See, I looked at the direction of the video person who was videoing the videographer, and it was this look at my friend. He's harassing Mike. Then it clicks out. Then you see Pumble. Then it's hey Mike. Then everybody on the plane now is calm down, Mike. But nobody was saying, hey, bro, leave Mike alone. Hey, bro, stop messing with Mike. Hey, leave him alone. But as soon as he got the Nice, Mike, leave him alone. Oh man, I can't believe it. Hey Mike, you losing control. Oh, my friend just got beat up by Mike, and all he wanted was an autograph. Bro, you wanted one, but then it's like the narrative. I just seen how they just not even thinking are controlled to lie, manipulate, and change the narrative that quick. Like that was like somebody who wasn't prepared just did this in his mind, and that's dangerous. And you know, it was funny because we said, "You're right." Everybody said that's what he get. But nah, bro, I think he lucky to be living, bro, because ain't too many people took them hits from Mike Tyson like that. And I think the only thing that was happening is that he was in that small confirmed place and that he was able to like kind of like duck because he was supposed to be wide up. And I wish it had been a lot worse. And I'm on record saying it. I wish we could rewind the time and some kind of way that jet could fly backwards and he can catch all 17 of them right to his damn jaw. So that his kids, he can't say their name no more. Cause dog, I hate that. I hate antagonizers. I hate that. So I'm gonna just leave this alone because I don't want to ruin my future candidate position when I run for president.
Latest man.
Oh, boy, I too saw the autograph, and I think that even the person looking for the autograph was dumbfounded. But he got found, though, boy, because Mike gave him the best 2-piece with no biscuit I ever seen in my life. Hey, that reminded me of Grandma Will Younger. Stop effing with them people. And that's what he kept doing. This his homeboy was in on it from the giddy up. Like Mario said, they planned this. I don't think that it was unorchestrated, it was orchestrated. But we know since we were kids, we used to make jokes about that. Boy, I'm a Mike Tyson you. So everybody that I know better. I don't want no smoke with Mike. But colonizers, they like smoke. They're gonna go out there and find out what's happening. And he got to what's happening because, boy, listen, one thing you know about a good fight, punches sound like real loud slaps. And it was a whole bunch of smack, smack, smack. Oh, man, it got good. I ain't gonna lie to you. I laughed. I watched it over and over, and I was in my mind, that's what you get, like you said. But,
Chris,
listen, man.
I want to paint a picture to y'all. Back when I was younger and I thought I was egotistical and full of all this vigor, I said I would fight Mike Tyson. We watched TV. Vigor, man. Listen. Shut the hell up, Zay. Listen. I said I would fight Mike Tyson. He looked small on TV until one day me and Randy Walker seen Mike Tyson downtown with Don King. And once I seen that man, it said, no way in the world I would let this man hit me with nothing. This man arm look like Cadillacs, Chris Leo.
Y'all, wait a minute. Y'all hear that? You hear that silence? That's the silence of hypocrisy. Because about 3 weeks ago now, I was being told that there is no reason to hit a man. There was no reason to go to result to violence. I was told that words shouldn't bring you to violence. I was just told this. I was also told that because comedians have a license to say whatever they want to. Now, last I checked, comedians don't need a degree, a license, or any kind of schooling to be a comedian. All they got to do is say that they're a comedian and this is a joke and it's okay. And they get to say whatever they want to. Now, I've heard some Jim Carrey was saying, oh, he was disgusted by that. I even heard Charlemagne, shout out Charlemagne to God. He was, when he did his take on it, it was like he disagreed with what Will did. But then when he took his take on Mike, it seemed like he was supportive of it. Now I'm supportive of all these men, from Charlemagne to Will to Tyson. I just think it's very hypocritical that all of a sudden now we can accept violence from somebody. But I tell you what I think it is. I think we respect manly, masculine men. We respect monsters. And I tell men all the time, it is better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. Always, fellas. They're going to respect masculinity and manly men far more, because this is no different. In my mind, this is no different. Both jokes was unfunny, and both of them got what they got.
I ain't take it that way. I took I don't want to say the word like they use. Somebody played with the lion. Somebody played with the tiger. You know, they say don't get too close to the lion. This man, Mike Tyson, was hibernating. The man was just on an interview, that one of my most favorite interviews, where he said he's scared of what's inside of him. And you play with that fire? Man, please. I'm pretty sure that man felt vengeance rain down on his head when them things came down.
I think it's a big deal. I think Chris Rock came out there and said one joke. I think this man antagonized Mike for 20 minutes on the flight. I think that Chris Rock is a well-paid comedian. Like, he's paid, and he was on a stage 40 feet away and said a joke. I think this dude was in his ear, probably spitting on him because he was so close and drunk over Mike's head.
He did say that.
Got warned several times. Will Smith gave no warning.
Will Smith gave, huh? I don't disagree with the action. I'm saying the response.
No, I'm saying, but you
public response was that words shouldn't be able to bring you to violence. That's what the public response was.
Right.
I didn't agree with.
But you're taking the context out of why they were saying it.
No, I'm saying what they said. I'm saying that a country that we just sent weapons to Ukraine to fight to kill people was talking about there's no reason for violence. That's what I thought. That was hypocritical right then and there. I have no problem with none of this. I'm just stating hypocrisy. Not that I believe this. I think there's a clear and distinct difference. I'm just saying legion of people was telling me that there was no reason for violence and a joke is okay. And again, to be a comedian, you do not need a license. Anybody can just say they're a comedian. I think he was telling a joke, a really, really bad joke, just like I thought Chris Rock's joke was really, really bad. But again, I don't disagree with neither one of these actions. I don't condone neither one of these men.
Yeah,
I think, Chris, you missed the picture. They were mad about the black on black violence. This was well justified. That was an oppressor. He asked for every bit of it, so he would.
And with the Chris Rock thing, listen, Chris Rock and Will got a relationship. That's no different than me cracking a joke and Zay having the nuts to come slap me. I'm not going to be expecting to be slapped because we have a relationship. Will wouldn't have slapped nobody else.
I think this world is violence is a part of this world.
I agree.
I think.
Mm-hmm. How do you get freedom?
I respect violence. So
when they say we want freedom, how you get freedom?
Exactly. I accept that violence is a part of the world, and I accept that men are violent. I accept that.
Okay.
Might want freedom.
Yeah, I don't like bullies. I feel like 60,000 people said something about your wife. You the smallest one.
Yeah.
Like that always gonna rub me wrong. Like, so you just break the camera to break the back when the smallest man just perhaps be on the stage that never fought nobody and has public things that he just scared of everybody. That's the guy you just go be Shrek to.
Yeah, I thought it was a weak ass move. But again, I've been conflicted from the beginning on this. What I told y'all, I don't care what take you have, I agree with it. Either way.
Well, Chris, you helped me transition into our next topic. We talked about hypocrisy. And oh man, listen, I had a IG live with a very confused woman last night who was full of man-hating ways, and we couldn't agree on anything. But it's amazing how the perspectives never match up. So let me write that down for context too. Listen, so we have had many discussions about this Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez situation since it's probably been a year and some change at this point, right? And no matter how you swing it, this story continues to shift and slide and spiral. And it's amazing. I'm not calling her a liar, but it's some people that will take a lie to the dope. There's some people that's gonna see that thing all the way through. And shout out to Gayle King and Oprah, who, listen, they might not get involved in anything productive, but if it's some mess or some drama that's juicy, they on the scene, especially if it's about taking down a black man. Quote me on that. Listen, take down a black man, they all for it. So the Meg Thee Stallion interview is taking another turn where once again, can't give y'all the details, y'all go look for your own reference, where she took the tears and she painted a whole nother picture. So now, hell, I don't even know what to think about it. But the DA said there was no gun residue or whatever on this man's hand. Witnesses have said it was painted a whole different picture. So at what point did you let go? Do you let go a lie? If it's a lie, and second, would you let somebody go down for the sake of pride and image and possibilities? So that's just my personal spin on it. But I'm gonna ask y'all about y'all take. You know what? Who's the specialist? I'm gonna go to Chris Leo, then I go to Zay. Chris, I'm sure you've been watching this.
I've been keeping track. Look, this I don't know. I personally don't know. When this first came out, I remember we broadcasted about this when it first came out. And that time I sat here and condoned. I said, if what Tory Lanez did was wrong, if he did what he did, it was some sucker shit, and we don't condone that. I said that on this show. Now, after that, more information came out that gave me a reasonable doubt about him doing it. That's just what it is. The way he was acting, the way when he got the chance to talk, the way that people start to bring him back and accept him back into the music business. I thought that he's moving like an innocent man. Then we got this situation come out. We had some legal stuff, like what Horace is saying about the no residue on the hand and all these different accounts. But then she comes on and minus the crime, because if it's one thing I live by, I don't just believe what a woman say just off rip. I don't. I'm sorry. I'm just not like that. And two, I don't believe in tears. They can get turned on and off at will. So I don't. But from what she was saying, the way she described the situation now vividly, now I don't know. Now give me a reasonable doubt to think that maybe he did. This is, to me, sort of, this is like Horace and Norman. When you talk to them, if you ask Horace, he tell the story and Norman looked terrible. When you ask Norman, he tell the story and Horace looks terrible. But then both of them is telling you, I ain't got no reason to lie. So it's like, I don't understand it. And that's what I'm going through right now. I just don't get it. I don't know what to think.
Just for the record, history has taught you that I ain't no goddamn liar. I ain't gonna lie that not to happen. So yeah, you learned that lesson, didn't you? Zay.
My brother. I don't even know where to begin with this. So, I mean, Chris, I hear what you're saying, and I'm gonna take some fire today, because Chris, I hear you defending women because she was crying and this happened.
I said I don't believe in the crime. Sure. I don't just believe what she said.
No, but you said when it first happened, you said what you said.
Yep. Tender shit.
Okay. Yep. Now, yeah, very tender. And I hear you. And it's crazy because I listen, and after everything that is going on or has happened, like, I see the evidence pile up. I see women still saying, watch the men that's commenting on this, because those are the men that ain't gonna ride for you or whatever. But she's blatantly lying. And every time we say things like that on this screen with women who we know have sense, they always say stuff like, no, not my friend and not the people that I know. And we always say, but what about the people that you don't know that that are committing these heinous acts? Do you speak to them too? Because she need to be talked to. Like, I see Vanessa said, yeah, sis doing too much. Somebody need to tap sis and say, just stop. Stop now. Because at the end of the day, none of the evidence is pointing. One thing you know about this system is they love to put a black man behind bars. 2 years have gone by. This is, you understand what I'm saying? Nothing has gone anywhere. No evidence on him as far as gun residue. None of his DNA is on the gun. Those are kind of some real conclusive evidence, women, and they still keep blackballing Tory Lanez. I don't think that's right. But at the end of the day, I need somebody to just talk to me, tell her stop, make music. It works for her, that part. But this lying that she's doing, she got to quit it. I don't know. I'm over it. They got more money than me. I tell you that much.
Mario, give me the DA perspective. Close it out.
So I just deal in facts. She first came out, she said, quote me on everything I'm about to say. This is consistent. My back was turned. I don't know who shot me. Mm-hmm. Now she just gave a vivid description of Tory Lanez at 4 foot, hanging out the window on the other side of a Yukon, shooting over the car, saying dance. Tory Lane's 4 foot. If you ever get out the window on a car to shoot over the top and do that and tell somebody to dance, and somebody who 5'10" without heels on and get all the way down to bullet fragments can get in their feet. Not saying it's impossible, just telling you the facts. She also said in the Gayle King thing, I didn't even raise my voice. I wanted to go home, and we just had a simple argument. I said, you didn't raise your voice? So you had an argument. You got kicked out of county party. You forgot we found out all that kind of stuff. That's the reason why y'all left. And I'm agreeing that you wanted to go home. And you say, I had an argument with my friend, but I didn't raise my voice. I don't know how that happens. Then they said, what was they alluded to? They didn't have no, they said they couldn't, it was inconclusive of his fingerprints. So they couldn't prove that he did or didn't. But it did find him on her friend. Fact. They was on her friend. An independent witness said the gunshot, she couldn't see who shot, but it came from the friend. Direction from when she was looking, the same person who called the police. Tory was out the window, remember, singing that iron, telling her to dance. Okay. And then another witness, who this is gonna come out in the trial, said she's seen her and her friend fighting. Megan this is an independent witness now. This is nobody on nobody's side. This people in the houses around this thing. Megan said, I didn't touch nobody in this car. I didn't even raise my voice. See, that's when they go to the point of I believe somebody shot at Megan. I could even believe Tory was yelling, dance, bitch, dance. I believe it. I believe her friend probably got a little overzealous, shot the gun at her. Tory was laughing, thinking it's funny, saying, dance, bitch, dance. Then they found out, oh, Megan and they thought they probably shot her. And then got nervous, and then they never knew somebody was looking. Somebody called the police, and here we go. I could think that happened. But then when you go from my back was turned, you just too inconsistent. And then I'm watching you force cry. There's no need to cry. Like, I don't have to cry if you shot me. It don't matter if I'm crying right now or not. It doesn't take away that you shot me. But I see Gayle is asking you a question, and Gayle is trying to keep it together from saying, this bitch lying. Like, because the one part, and I'm going to let it go, to Horace, is this. Did you have an intimate relationship with Tory Lanez?
I was ready for that.
Okay. Do you mean sex? Yes, Megan. Did you have a sexual relationship with Tory Lanez? No, I did not have a sexual relationship with Tory Lanez. See, it's the wordplay, the manipulation. I understand that. See, she's speaking my language. I understand that. So what you did is say sexual relationship. You harped on relationship, so you could say it wasn't a constant thing. We only slept to a couple. That's wordplay. That's why you tried to make her. That's why Megan was like. I mean, that's why Gayle was like, "Come on now, you know what I'm talking about, Megan." That's word. She had to keep. Dog, come on. Like I said, I don't know who shot who. All I'm saying is, I got to a point where I was like, I like Megan, and I hope she wasn't lying on Tory.
Oh,
because I can never support somebody who will bold-faced lie on anybody. Man, girl, boy, girl. Anytime you a lie, bold and brazenly to put somebody in jail, I don't respect you at all. And I'm not supporting you at all. And I think your whole career should end and you should be charged. If Tory did it, I agree with Chris. If he did it, that's sucker shit, and he should go to jail immediately. And I hope he get put on the compound at 410. He probably won't have a happy day. That's what I hope. But and then my last thing is, you keep telling him he can't say nothing, but then you keep having interviews. It's like, and I think that's just enticement because you know Tory and he gonna say something, whether it's in music, whether it's a tweet, and they keep using it against him. It's just to keep him because nobody wants to be a pinata. So go ahead, Horace. That's all I got to say. It's just ridiculous to me.
Yeah, I think the thing that bothered me, and ain't even my pecker, when she said, like this man has been on Black Twitter, and it's not funny. When he finally listen, I want to talk about people for JJ, but he made a comment like, "Hey, like it wasn't even all that," and it kind of stunk up. You know what I mean? So I know you had a relationship. So the wordplay.
Damn.
But don't rob the man. You with this man every day. Y'all got a relationship. Everybody know it. Don't rob the man of the box. Like just say, hey, we whatever. But the wordplay is very funny. I just hate that somebody will take it all the way to the door like that. We didn't see people like that. You know they lying. It's like, bitch, just at some point, let it go. It's okay.
Stop.
They're gonna take it to the
You know,
door.
You know it's horrible, Horace. When we had these conversations, right? And you know, women jump on and say, but we're not protected. And we say, but black men aren't protected. And we're not saying it to say, you know, that one's more protected than the other. We just saying, God damn, we're not protected. The man can't say anything. Everything that he says is used against him. She says stuff, even women are starting to say, like, God damn, she lying. And y'all still like, I don't know. The hypocrisy, Chris. That's what you said. The hypocrisy. God damn it, man.
Valu, I'm sorry, you just pulled a reference. Valu will come on here and be like, he probably had on disposable gloves and he threw it. It'd be some kind of like every story. For every story, this man is not involved. He probably gonna try to take the rap for you at one point. You just F that up, but man,
to this day, that what famous black man said. Till this day, still fighting.
Listen, this show been flowing off these good words like this. All of that is pure confusion, baby, and I don't understand it. And I need to ask y'all a question because I don't understand this. Last week, a prison guard. I ain't scared to go into jail no more. Listen, a prison guard last week at a female, the female facility, got 2 guards pregnant.
Is it guards or inmates?
No, it got 2 of the guards pregnant.
I thought it was inmates.
It was inmates.
Yeah, one of them got like 100 and some years and then couldn't. So she don't even never see the baby if she haven't.
Okay, follow me. So follow me here. So you got a dude that say he transgender in the prison. Dude put a little eyelash liner on the top of there. I'm transgender. They put a man in a female prison with a whole penis in there. Man, that is the most brilliant move. We need to recognize this funny ass person for such a. You took dating to new heights, bro. I'm gonna get 3 meals. I got my own room, and I'm in here. I am the most exclusive thing in this prison. Listen, ain't nobody gonna hurt me. Nobody. I am the king of a prison. So saying all of that, I don't understand this whole transgender thing because I thought transgender mean you actually had to have the surgery. Hey, I was a boy. I want to get rid of my sausage. I'm gonna trade it in. But like I thought all that had to happen. But apparently, no. I just can go tomorrow and say I identify as a woman and I'm transgender, right? So let's go back to this Wade and whatever you want to call it, Wade son situation. So, first of all, y'all know us before the City Girl era. I had to work hard on a date. I had to pick her, I had to meet the mama, the daddy. I had to go sit on the couch for a while. We really had to work hard for some box. And you ain't gonna kiss no girl in front of her dad or her parents. So this sexual activity, sexual revolution, that's just beyond me, right? So I'm coming back to somebody. I'm going to the dad girls tonight. So last week, part of this LGBT campaign, Wade's son, who identifies as a girl, is on a date with a girl who identifies as a boy, and they're kissing and all of this stuff, and they're in a relationship. And I'm thinking, you got a penis, and she got a y'all can get pregnant since it's just a fucking confusing mess, man. Who want to grab it?
Nobody.
I definitely don't want to grab it. I'm gonna say my piece and get out of the way. I'll say
this the first, and I'm gonna get out of the way. The first, we know what Wade, and I don't. Whatever people do with their children, I think I was more appalled that these still kids. They're 14. Like my 14-year-old daughter or son can't take family pictures on Easter and bring his or her boyfriend or girlfriend there and just be kissing all over the internet. So I just say Wade's straight son with a girl. Like, it's no way. we gonna take Easter pictures, visit you and your girl over there kissing all, and I posted all over the internet, y'all kissing at 14. I think that was the biggest thing. It's like, bro, being gay or transgender or whatever don't give you the ability to just not be a kid. You still are underage. You still do that like a kid. That's the point. You're only 14. You're not 45. You're not 24. Like, get your shit together. Like, just because you gay, I mean, you can do whatever the hell you want to now in this world. That's what I felt.
That's not true.
When you kiss
that ain't true, Howard.
The boy playing girl, I'm pretty sure he got an erection. This shit got to be confusing for everybody. Your penis got a mind of his own.
So, one thing you learn about the alphabet people is they can do whatever the hell they want to do. But Hardy, you are right, because your daughter is well and grown and you still ain't going for that. So that's crazy. But the funny thing that I looked at this whole situation, is as confusing as it is boy, you still like girls. Just say you like a girl with a bald head or some shit. Like, get the hell out of here. You confusing us. and it's craziness. Because we're mad at your daddy for not talking to you, because he's not talking to you. He letting his wife talk to you. And she keep telling you that the world is rainbows and gumdrops, and that's foolishness. So the real shocker gonna be when he get the little boy girl pregnant. That's when I'm gonna really laugh, because that shit gonna be funny. But I don't know. I digress. What you got, Chris?
Yeah, the real mama would have tore his ass up.
I'm gonna try to tread lightly as possible, because I've been really I've been really fighting this any type of homophobic things to say things, but I am toxic. I'm a toxic man. I'm an old school man. I
right from wrong, Chris.
You traditional.
I believe in biological
logic,
male and female relationships. I'm toxic that way, and so I'm in full support of this. I'm completely in full support of this. I could put myself in this situation if I was a guy, if I was a father of a son that I thought might have been deciding to have an alternative life, and I see that he's now picked a girl to be with, I would be relieved from that. I just personally would be relieved. As far as the kissing, I would be so excited that he finally likes a girl that I'll be for it. And this, for me, this is a biological boy with a biological girl.
Wait a minute, you're right.
This is what I support. I'm sorry, but this is what I support. And if I had a son that was 14 years old that I thought was going to be in the alternative lifestyle, only because I support the biological boys and biological girls getting together, I would be happy that he now likes a girl who I believe that's a biological girl. So to me, nothing's wrong here. There's nothing to say.
It's so confusing. Y'all ain't gonna do the whole dress up shit.
No, he gonna have to sneak and hunch just like we did. The hell y'all promoting this shit for? That's what got me pissed off as a parent. What are you doing?
Oh, I ain't promoting it. I'm just saying. What
but you gonna be happy in secret, just like when they found out that we were hunching. Hey, my boy getting some coochie, but it was in secret. You not finna put that on the internet, because you already know the confused message that's given. It's given a boy on boy thing, even though we know that it's a boy and a girl, and we happy secretly that that's really what's going on. But you can't get that no credence. You can't be yes man and that and putting that on Front Street. That's foolishness, man. Can't do that. I can't support it.
I don't care about that. No, I don't care about somebody's lifestyle. I'm saying as a kid, the perversion is always constantly attacking the damn kids. So when people got mad this week about the governor's thing, the governor was simply saying a kindergarten is learning. I'd rather this kid sit in here and eat paste than a teacher from kindergarten to third grade be in his classroom trying to teach them about transgender sexual. They're kids. Let the kids be kids. But even with this, damn, 14, I have a feeling Wade's son, a couple of erections, he's gonna come back and be like, why y'all do this dumb shit? Like, no, I am a boy.
I just don't think
and be upset with them.
Listen, I got a boy finna having this. You're not coming in. See, I'm order. And I would not be denied. I'm like right now, you said old fashioned shit. I was straight as an arrow. And I couldn't go to my grandma's house and kiss a girl. I was straight and narrow. My Uncle Billy was like,
Thank you.
yeah, boy, you better, and all that. But I still couldn't just go kiss a boy on Easter Sunday at a picnic.
A girl, bro.
I'm saying, like,
A
this
girl.
wasn't like they got caught kissing, bro. This is a public
Y'all
event.
did that.
You brought your significant other to at 14 and made that. Nah, bro.
With a paparazzi.
Bro, that's all I'm saying. Like that is not going on in my house, in my yard on that day. I don't give a damn what you is. Not at my house and not at my party. And you're not posting them pictures. I'm breaking all phones and you won't have no internet.
I want to say something y'all forgetting about. One thing, Gabrielle is not them kids' real mother. The divorce was ugly. They got snapped away from the original mama. Wade mother, who used to be on the streets, who is now a pastor, I'm pretty sure ain't having none of that.
I want to go on the record too. I don't blame Gabrielle for none of this.
I do.
Yeah, Wade is a man. As a man, you lead your household. That's crazy. Can't blame no woman.
Hey, you're right. I blame him.
I blame him. You can't scream alpha male and then say, "Oh yeah, it's the woman's fault." No, it's your fault. You run your house. That's foolishness that you letting go on. And them kids. That's the part that got me. Them kids, bro. We couldn't do none of that. We had to sneak and do that. You heard what Uncle Billy would be laughing like, yeah. We had to sneak and do that. They promoting that. That's bullshit.
I heard Wade talk about his son and the fact of you not being there for your son, and he couldn't fathom that. And I seen the hurt in his eyes. And I seen several people, everybody on this show at one point talk about how they needed their daddy. So that's hypocritical for you to say just throw your son away because he gay. No, because you can't beat it out of him. You can't. And right now, I'll tell Mario to go to the pot every damn day, and he don't. He looked me right in my face and shit in his pamper. So what I'm supposed to do is kick him outside because kids don't always listen to you. I have a 21-year-old girl little girl who grown woman right now who don't do what her daddy says, and I still pay half her bills. So I can't. So what I'm supposed to do? So you see what I'm saying? So at some point though, all I'm saying is, but it's still rules. Whatever you decide to do, it's rules. I mean, her boyfriend, my little girl right now pays her rent and all that kind of stuff. She could drive up to my house. Her boyfriend can't stay the night.
Mario,
he's straight as an arrow. That's what I'm saying. Like it's not no like dog.
Can he pull up in your driveway?
You giving too many people too much rules because everybody want to be kids' friends. So who the hell gonna be their parents?
That's
what I want to know. Who's gonna be the parents then? If everybody friendly, then who gonna say, you know what? I got a little more years in this world than you. I got a little more wise than you. I understand you think you love this person. I understand you think right now you like this person. I understand your feelings rolling, but I know 7 seconds of a misjudgment can change the direction of your house. I know that. So I have to, as your protector, not just fighting, protecting you with my wisdom too, say, I have to denounce that. Right. Now, if you sneak and do it, then I did what I feel like I was supposed to do as your shepherd. That's how I feel.
Can you pull in your driveway?
I personally think D-Wade pushed his son to do what he didn't have the ball to do because he damn sure been on the sugar shack for a long time. But I will say this. Let me talk about tradition and respect. Give you a short story. In Dooley County, which is Cordell, Georgia, my grandma's house, when I was going to the summer, I had a friend. I can't even say a friend. A dude next door named Dooley. He was a neighborhood kid named Joe. Everybody in that damn street know that boy Bridget was full of sugar. But you know what happened? He got there and he acted like a dude as best as possible until he got 18. When he turned 18, he packed his bags and he went to the city of dreams. He went to Atlanta and he became whoever he ended up becoming. But where I come from, until you 18, you is gonna be a boy in this house. You're gonna be what I tell you to be. And once you turn 18, you can be whoever you want to be.
Whatever you want
I'm back to the 14 thing.
That's different. Listen, you got a different social.
Yeah, I had slightly different upcoming. To be honest with you, man. By the time I started smashing when I was 16. Now it wasn't when I was 14, but that wasn't because I couldn't get girls like that at 14. I think. But when I was 16 and I started smashing, like my family was very, very lenient with me. They knew I had a girlfriend. They knew they would let us be in the room together at 16 years old. So that's how I grew up. My auntie in the comments too. Like then me and my girlfriend used to smash at her house too. So
that was wisdom. That was wisdom though. Cause she know while you in that room, you ain't messing with her. and when that girl ain't there with you, you gonna be sleeping. Auntie, that's pure wisdom.
Yeah. My family, my grandma let me do as I wanted to do. My aunties was real lenient.
I bet you wouldn't have brought no boy in there. Toss your ass off. You ain't brought no boy in there. Yeah, all right. Mm-hmm. So it sounds real good.
Chris would have been at revival every day. Chris would have been at Master Church and get
put him out.
That boy a little touch.
Got sugar in the tank.
They kicked my little brother out for messing with girls in the house, but I was able to do it. I don't know.
They probably thought he would have got him pregnant. They know you just gonna, you was a very sweet guy from what I hear. You know the real.
Yeah. Oh. I could say that.
You were quite the guy, Chris.
See, I was a good dude.
Like he did that.
See, I was a good dude. Poopy, mannish. So the difference. Norman was mannish. All the ladies.
My dog gonna see to you in the comments. You just wait a minute. He typing right now.
Derek Burns, I was smashing when I was 13 because my sister bring a lot of girls to my parents' house. But we talking about before integration, Derek.
Hey man, Derek gonna have a bone to pick with you. Oh, it ain't like that chicken shit. You just wait a minute.
Oh God, that was a good one, dog. Listen. All right, last thing of the night. Woo. I really feel like toxic femininity is a thing because I hate to sound like a brute or a caveman, but the more these women talk, they saying anything out their goddamn mouth. And I just knew that at one time coming up, women had a place where they know what to say and not what to say, but they didn't give them women a table and a mic. And
you hate to sound like a brute?
Huh?
You say you hate to sound like a brute now.
A brute, yeah.
He sound like Brutus.
Well, listen. Hey, so we already had the red table and where this woman has said everything about Will Smith, but so now DJ Envy, another light-skinned brother, wife comes on, they're selling a book. And to push the book, his wife, and I will say, I'll explain the details later, said that for 10 years, that her husband on prime time, she did not have an orgasm. So for 10 years, this woman was full of nothing but frustration for 10 years. So that leads me to say, off of that subject, could you date a woman knowing that you never could physically satisfy her? A group of women confessing that despite long-term relationships, that their mates never made them orgasm. Could you, Zay, you the latest man. All right, I know you got some secrets. What if, despite...
Hey, hold on, wait a minute. I have no secrets.
Zay,
I have no secrets.
Despite the awesome Jawsome and the flying rotunda, all the moves you do, if a woman said that you can't make her orgasm, could you date a woman knowing that no matter what you did, you couldn't satisfy her?
Hell no. I can't do that. That's damaging to my soul. That's crazy. Horace, you are on record saying that we as guys, we need that. We need that little victory. So even inside of that, if I'm missing the mark, baby, I need you to tell me. And better yet, tell me how to hit the mark. Because I can't just be going around here willy-nilly just slaying my meat, think I'm King Ding-a-ling, and it ain't a thing. Come on, man. That's not realistic. You can't do that. So, I'm going to have to throw a flag on the women, too, because how you sit around and take that type of meat for 10 years and don't say nothing? And maybe she said something and he still ain't get on beat and she just loved the nigga that much. And that, too, is women, y'all smart. Y'all are the leading millionaires and all that other good stuff, opening businesses and everything. Yeah, you got to talk to him or you got to leave. But that shouldn't be happening. Either way it go, that should not be happening, But it started with communication. But sir or ma'am, I'm not doing it. I'm out of there. If I can't hit the mark and you told me how to hit the mark and I'm still missing it, that's God telling me I'm supposed to be that. And I'm going to get the hell out of there real fast.
Yeah.
Well,
Date doctor. Listen, I might be nice for her, and then I might go to another chick and say, my my stick don't do nothing for her. Like I ain't doing it. So what's your take on the date, doctor? You the specialist on this. Give me some insight.
But this, I don't want to take this from a date doctor perspective. I like to take it from a Chris perspective.
Right.
And I think that yes, I probably can because I'm me personally, I'm a sexually selfish man. I'm not a big box eater. I like to be pleased. I target women that are pleasers. I'm only attracted to women that gets a rise from pleasing. So those are the only women I like. But from all the women I think, one of the common denominators, the common commonalities between all the women I've dated, and I've dated different types, is they say things like, sex isn't important, or I don't really need sex, or I could go without sex. I hear that a lot. And then even when on the show, like when we talk about sex, it's like it's taboo. It's like you can't bring it up. So there's no reason for me. I don't prioritize sex pleasing a woman because they don't prioritize sex it within itself. If you tell me this doesn't matter to you, this isn't important to you, and you don't have to do this, you can go without this, then why would I prioritize pleasing you? This doesn't even matter to you. It matters to me. That's why I bring it up. That's why I have open conversations about it. That's why I tell a woman what I like, because it actually truly matters to me. And that's why I want her to prioritize sex with me. But the relationships that I have with women, and when it comes to sex, is they tell me that it's not important. And I don't see why someone should I'll say it like this. I would rather focus on the things that you do say is important to you, and I'll be really good at those things. But if you tell me that sex isn't important, then I'm not going to prioritize it. I think that, and when we do that to men, when we demonize men for wanting sex and being sexual and stuff like that, what you do is you create a situation where men use sex as like an ATM. They want to do it to get something out of it, so they just focus on the nut. When really, sex supposed to be our expression of how we feel to a woman. You know what I'm saying? That's how sex is supposed to be. If you're not good at expressing your feelings, you're supposed to do that through sex. Like me personally, I'm a Picasso, and this is my paintbrush, and I like to make me a masterpiece. You know what I'm saying? But but that's how I feel. That's my relationship with sex. So I think that if we want to change that, if women want men to prioritize pleasing them, then they have to end this taboo relationship with sex. They gotta start being able to talk about it openly and not demonize men when they talk about it. They gotta be able to, say what they like, because we really don't know. And my sister sent us that what female anatomy test that I thought we should have been took, just to test to see we know what spots it is and what to do and all that other stuff. So
resend it.
That's just me.
Resend it. I want to give some. Before I go to Mario, I want to give some. Rose asked DJ Envy today in depth more about that situation, and what DJ Envy said was, when he was younger, he didn't really have anybody around him, so he watched a lot of porn. So he was really into porn, and he based his sexual experience off of that. But he didn't have an idea. So he said he had been together with his girl since 15 or 16, I believe, and said when they would have sex, he would just go in there and pat. But he said he never actually even understood until she sat him down one day and told him, like, hey, this is what, I like. And, just laying out a roadmap for what she actually liked. And so I applaud them on that. But, headlines and clickbait is meant to do, X, Y, Z. Super Mario Sr.
I think you took the words out of my mouth, too. When you listen to that thing, what happened is they were 16. Most dudes at 16 don't please women. Now, what you know about sex right now, most of you don't, because most of the women don't know how to be pleased. So she didn't even know how to tell DJ Envy what to do, because she didn't even know what he needed to do. Because like that test that Toya said, who's grown right now, at 16, she probably didn't know that. So now you can't tell a dude what to do at that age because you don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? It's almost kind of like, so just so happened that a dude luck up and do it. Whatever you did, keep doing it. whatever you did, keep doing that. Maybe if I scream a little louder, he'll keep doing that. That's how it normally works when you're that age. I applaud her because I did hear her say that she got that he did please her with his, with head. So it's not like she wasn't coming. She just wasn't coming off of that part. Mm-hmm. And then she had to tell him, most women, at the end of the day, we can sit on this show, we can talk like we just know so much. Everybody is compatible to different people. And every woman want different stuff. So what you think worked for Sarah won't work for Jill. Or Jill won't work for Darlene. And Darlene won't work for Karen. So without a woman just being real, without a woman guiding you, without even telling you or inducing you or moving a certain way so you know that's the way to go, you ain't gonna know. You're gonna just think you in here doing what you're doing because of the size of the motion and the size of what you got and what other women have told you when you had sex before. If you slept with 3 women and you did this one move and it seemed to make them scream, you're gonna do that move on the 4th woman. And then if the 4th woman don't tell you, nah, that's not right, and if you like her, you're gonna rethink that move and might not do that move no more. But for the 5th woman, that move she might like. It does how sex work. So I feel them, but I think it needed context.
Listen,
I'll be honest with you. Horace, we talked about this on a previous video, right? And you were talking about the correlation between us where we are right now and the younger men that's coming up. This is definitely where they need some guidance. I always thank God for people like Dirty Love. Like, we thought that was the nastiest thing ever that he told us at that day about a turkey dove. But he actually told us how to properly take care of a woman's vagina orally at a young age. And we thought that, what the hell? We don't do that. But as we got older, we learned. He told us a turkey dove. And every time he said it, Horace starts laughing. But he told you grab that thing like a turkey dove and you get in there.
But I think you got
and somebody had that part, but that's what Dirty Love wanted to do. So that's one part. No, at that point, though, Hart, he was teaching you that it comes to that point in the game. We didn't know because we were talking to each other when we all were the same age. Yeah, we all were the same age, but like I said,
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying at one point, Dirty Love telling me that is like, yeah, at my point, what you were saying was the guideline to pleasing a woman. I didn't care about pleasing a woman. I care about me getting pleased. So that's what I'm saying. When you're a younger boy, you just don't want her to hit your ego. Long as she screams,
let me ask you a question.
Why she's screaming? You just want her to scream, and you walk out like, well, another notch on my belt, another notch on my belt. You just don't want to get the bad report. You don't care what she really happens to her. You don't care about, are you satisfying her at 16, 18, 20? You're just trying to get another notch and get consistency. Then when you get older, you start saying, I like sex and I like her. Let's go to another level.
Yeah.
But then when you would talk, it don't hit your brain. Like, damn, Dirty Love did say.
But what Dirty Love said only might work. Some girls don't. Every girl don't like their coochie the same. So what Dirty Love teaches you is, that's what I'm saying. Like, sex don't work like that. There's no rule book to, hey, if you do step 1, then step 2, then step 3. Bro, it's all chemistry.
It is. And compatibility. Listen.
Right. Because a girl might come and say, oh, Chris was the best in the world. Another girl might come and say, nah, Chris ain't.
He trained.
But that don't mean that. It just means, like, I had to learn that. Like, you got to know who was who.
Mario, listen, you are hit. Boy, that is key. The worst experience that I ever had, I said the box was trash. I know a dude that had 3 babies with it. I'm like,
right.
One man trash is another man's treasure.
When people don't, I don't have a concurrence like a dude walk up and say, "Woo!" I would say, "Hey, my nigga." But then I don't heard "woo." I don't be like, it couldn't be the same,
bruh.
Like, maybe I got to go back again.
That is always hilarious.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Yeah. But I have to understand that you never know, bro. You just never. And then that helped me though in life because I thought what Zay thought. Because I actually listened to it. I thought if you do this, and this, 9 out of 10 is going to work. So I tried to have the same intensity. I tried to say, go the longest I can, go the hard, like keep pressure because
they don't like that.
But then some of them like, whoa, what are you doing here?
They don't like that.
And some of them like, go more. I'm like, this is getting what? Let me get the hell on back to what I'm doing.
I'm saying, so what is the goal to please every woman that you encounter, or is to please the women that you're serious with? Like,
that's what I'm saying. What I say. You have to be. You want
absolutely
to.
not.
All
you can do is what you can do, Chris. All you can do is what you can do. Big normal.
Because from talking to women, they tell you that it's more of a mental and emotional thing. So if it's a mental and emotional thing, and 90% of the sex you done had has not,
but you're not attached to every woman, Chris.
I'm agreeing.
But I'm gonna make sure you don't forget my ass.
Bro, if you don't care, I don't care how good you have sex. If you don't care about
then you don't care.
You're not gonna go to your best ability.
Collateral damage.
You don't really care, bro. The thing, like, we selfish as me. I'm gonna speak for me. I don't want to speak for me. Like, dog, if I don't care about you, I don't care. Like, I ain't trying to be funny. I don't want to have a poor performance, but the older I get, I don't care if you said I had that. Because I know what I can do. It's almost like, you know what I'm saying? If Kevin Durant dropped 10 tonight, you can't say he's sorry. He can go give you 40 tomorrow. That don't take away from his accolades.
Or get swept like he did, and you got to stand up to your pick too.
And go and get 40 like he did tonight. That's my point. So you can say we suck, but they were saying, oh, Kevin Durant sucked yesterday. 40 tonight. Just to remind you who I am. That's what I'm saying. That's how sex is. You can always turn it on and turn it off,
I think I do try to give my best, because if you go in there and that thing is winging, she going to be singing and she going to tell others. So if you was a player out here, listen, if you get one bad review, you're done out here. So that's how it was when we were younger. If you get a little older, it's different.
That's not true.
I think that's a myth. I think a lot of women in shadows give dudes bad reviews, and other women say, nah, cause they like you enough, they're gonna say, "Oh, what she talking about? I need to see for myself." It's all about likability. Like 100%. Right now, 3 women can like Zay, and then one of them say he trash. The other 2 still like him. She gonna see it for herself.
Yeah, sure.
100%. But Big Norman told me a long time ago.
There's only one exclusion to the rule. If they ever put that label out on Zay and say he's a short jabber.
Oh yeah, that's
community. Now that's the black role.
That's the wrong. But at the end of the day, everybody ain't got porn stars. So that's what I'm saying.
It can happen.
Look at Zay looking. He froze. You froze for me at the right time.
Huh? Everybody don't got it.
So goddamn uncomfortable with my damn auntie talking about that Quake. Please take that down if you don't mind. It is my auntie talking about her sexual life. Can you please take it down?
Mama gotta have a life too, Chris.
Yeah, Chris.
Mama gotta have a life too.
Hey, you was on here exploiting yourself. She don't want to hear that.
At her house. At her house.
How nigga you is?
The nerve of you.
Chauvinistic.
Boy, you is a real selfish person, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this. I'm bad. I'm really bad because I do a strong no on eating the box. I go a strong no, like because here's my theory on this. Just hear me out here. If I go there, that is the pinnacle of where I'm at. The pinnacle. If I go there, right? What's her pinnacle? Like, what is actually her pinnacle? And if I tell men all the time, if she has a strong no on anything sexually, then you need to create a strong no on something. So if it's a no to whatever it is, because she got to have a peak. She has to have a sexual peak that you can get her to. And if she's going to say no to this, this, and this, your highest peak is going to be either the box or the lunchbox. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's like, no, if you got a hard no for me, then I'm going to create a hard no for you. And when you budge, I'll budge.
Chris,
so
what happened?
So she got you in her lunchbox. You gonna let her your lunchbox?
You know he is. Hey, let me tell you why Chris mad. Chris mad because if he start munching that and he started there, you know you got to go up, right?
I don't know. I got to do nothing. What I'm saying is you can go a little higher than than the exchange of fellatio.
It's right there.
She can go a little higher than her freakiness level goes a little higher than just simple exchange of fellatio. I'm at my peak. Yeah. I'm at my peak.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You can always do better.
You right there.
I don't have to. No, I won't.
9 centimeters up.
I don't have to do better at all. I'm just telling you.
Let's be honest. When a woman tells us what she ain't gonna do, the younger version of us exactly that's what we're going for. She said she's not gonna do that. We are aiming to go and do just that. So most time they be lying too. So,
well, I was a conductor in my former life, and then I went in with a plan. See, I went in with a plan from the get-go. So no matter what you were saying to me, in my head, I already had formulated one, do this, 2, do this, 3. And it normally be pretty all right. I had a system of people who understood these plans and these coming zones. Because now when I sit back and look at it, it'd be like, man, this is amazing, man. That's why I say that, a lot of people say it's hard to walk away from the game. But once you really, really been a Hall of Famer, you gave everything you could.
It gets boring.
You know what I'm saying? You really gave everything you could. Like, I really gave the best I could. And that might not be a lot to anybody else. But I'm telling you, I gave it all. Like, I wasn't selfish. I was a team player. You know what I'm saying? I worked out because of it. I put in a lot of work. I held it down when conducting. I was not selfish. I did a lot for the game. So when I walked away, I expected a long life of Hall of Famers. But now I live vicariously to a bunch of my homeboys. You know what I'm saying? I still like to be a sportscaster and look at the game.
You learned about ROI. You heard me? You learned about ROI and you start saying, you know what? I can't be just this. Horace said this. You can't be elevating every bitch you run into. The bitches be down. And then you hear if you walk around here with that sword and you come, bitch, you blessed. Bitch, you blessed. You blessed now. No, you got to bless your household. So you just learned ROI. And that ain't nothing wrong with that, Hardy. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
We be using lingo like that's outlandish. Like blessing every
It's not outlandish.
We're not hitting like that, dog. Let's stop it. We're not slanging meat like that. Y'all stop playing. Come on, man. It's not like it's just not like that.
Speak for yourself.
Okay. No, and I feel like this. Okay. It depends on what pond you swimming in.
Yeah.
That part.
Like I ain't trying to be funny. Like some things I'll never do is I'll never say that it's me. I understand women choose way more than me. Mm-hmm. But I understand right now it's easier for me to hit a deal where it's plentiful than it is when it's not. See, standing in Atlanta, like my odds are so much better. There's so many people. So I know that. I'm not gonna never say it's me, but I have to understand it's easier to get a high quality woman where I stay. Like it's easy. It's a lot. Like people get degrees from all over the world and move here. Of black women, like you know what I'm saying. So in other places, like when I was in Orlando, you're gonna have black women, but you're gonna have Spanish women of high. You're gonna have white. Like you're gonna have so much diversity. Here it's saturated. So when people be like, "Bro, there's no way all them women," like yes, it is. Then a lot of brothers who move here, they on the same team with the same jersey. So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying it's fair. I'm just telling you that that's just the life. Sometimes it helps your
you talking about it. You talking about Atlanta though, and you probably talking about someone 10 years younger. You 40 years old in a smaller city, you ain't getting out like that. You ain't blessing all the women. You might have your little something, but it ain't like that. No,
and I don't give a damn where you stay. You can stay right now. I could be in Atlanta right now. Singing. I don't have time.
You ain't got no time for it. You ain't got no time to have 4-5 chick rotations. If you wasted your time doing that, you're not making enough money.
Yeah, I can't.
You can't do it. So we can't be around there blessing all the women because we don't got the time to. We got to build something. We got to make something happen. We just don't have the time to be knocking off, have 3-4 rotations like that. It just doesn't work like that.
Yeah, you can't.
Maybe I live on another planet.
No, I can't. And not only I can't, I don't want to. Because you're right. For one, women require more at this age. And then it's too much, bro. It take too much. Like right now to get me to go to the club at 9, like at 10 or 11, it's a lot, bro. I'm already turning it down. Like now I got to crank all the way back up, get myself drunk again, then be hungover the next day. then you want me to have a wild sescapade night, then sleep the whole Sunday, then go to work Monday? I can't do all that.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why it's seasons. That's why. See, you never want to be Tom Brady. Pardon me, Tootie. You never want to play past your.
He don't understand that.
You never want to play past your.
He don't understand that.
One day, that's what I learned. One of my homeboys said that. He said, "Yeah, it's cool. You keep doing that, but one day you're gonna wake up and be 50. Then is it gonna be cool?" And I was like, "Hold up. I like to go to the gym, but I ain't gonna like to go as much. You're gonna have to start saving money, so you can't keep buying bottles and going to the club and going on dates every night. So you can't keep taking women out. Yeah, I ain't got a lot of help. I got to worry about my kids' future. So now you become less nice out here, less, you know what I'm saying, of a catch to the dating world because you ain't just spending money. You ain't working out every day. You trying to think about. So then that's why you got to say to yourself, you setting yourself up if you playing in the game too long.
Horace, tell them to at you.
Grab it from the bottom because the top people, they're gonna be out there with the top guys.
Tell Mario to just at you. And my dog don't want to go out. My dog is frugal. Matter of fact, the first date is gonna be a FaceTime because I need to know if I even need to waste this time with you. I could be asleep.
What do you feel to say?
Drink. Wait a minute, bitch. You ain't got no drink money? No, we can't go on that date.
Then he said,
I didn't understand you for a while. Now I understand you. Hey, listen, you work for life, bro. You know what? They may give you grief. Sometimes we just don't understand you like Chris. It made sense just then. My boy said he's a high quality guy. Why should I go out and spend a drink on you? I'm getting older. I'm the catch. I like it, Hart.
But you know, 10-pound bass in the ocean just died in the ocean. If nobody don't catch it.
So that means you got to bend some, Hart.
I'm saying. Like, it's a lot of catches.
Every time I need to bend, Xavier.
You gotta want it.
All right, pause.
Hey, listen, on the real talk though, it's something that's catching on. I'm gonna send y'all the video where the girl was complaining. She said she just met the love of her life. They met he inboxed her and they had a virtual date. Gonna catch on.
You need to coin that so you can get paid, bro. You need to monetize that.
It's gonna catch on, dog. Listen, in this filter society, they ain't. I don't think they got no filters on FaceTime. But listen, that's safe. The way y'all get women getting kidnapped out here and traffic.
They're not getting
right now.
Like that.
You what?
This is in once in a lifetime type things.
No, not in the land.
I like my dog Derek too.
Right now, I think that have a conversation and just have a virtual date. You know what I mean? Unless y'all just got a physical attraction, then that's something different. But if you're looking for something deeper, yes, you need to have a conversation.
I'm saying enjoy dating. Enjoy meeting up with a woman randomly and hoping some spark and some chemistry come. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying have $50 for that. You don't have to do
it's an investment.
You don't have to do the big time date. You could go sit at the bar, something like that, have some drinks. You can go. I'm in the boba tea now. Shout out to my daughter.
What you gonna net?
Know what you do though, Chris? That's just it works for you.
But I'm just saying, you gotta enjoy dating. If you're gonna be single, enjoy dating.
And anything worth getting, you gotta invest in. So no matter what you're gonna say, you're gonna have to invest something. Like you cannot get out nothing in life without investing. Like you can't get around the work. It's work.
It's a new restaurant.
It's different approaches though, Chris.
Huh?
It's different approaches. You are a catch right now, Chris. You are, listen, on men's side, there's a hunt and you are the prey. If you went out with every chick that wanted to go out with you, you know how much money you would be out right now? So I'm saying be logical with your choices. Filter out, get you a spam box for dating. Because some of it, now I ain't saying filter out the ones you're just trying to smash, but the ones that you're trying to actually see what you should be dating with the purpose, as you say, or somebody said. So I'm saying those women that you think could potentially be at, yes, it's worth a conversation. And yes, you can go out and date with them. But I'm saying every woman that approach you ain't worth your time, Chris. You Chris Leo.
I get
but every woman that approach him ain't worth FaceTime either.
Yeah, shit. They worth a
conversation. I don't have time for that shit. Like that's what I'm saying. Like if I'm gonna give you my time, I'm gonna give you my
aggravating.
Time. Like I don't want to be on the phone with. I'm saying this, me, and I feel what Tootie saying because everything works for different people. I'm just saying I need to be in front of you. I want to see your body language. I want to see you. I want to talk to you. And if I meet you at a bar and we buy drinks and I don't get a vibe, I lost $40, bro. A bottle of Hennessy costs $40. I'm not gonna cry. And if I'm 40 and I cry for $40, then
Goddamn.
I don't need to be dating.
But that's the thing, though. Like I keep on saying, you got to enjoy dating. You got to enjoy the company of a woman. I would look. I love you guys, but I would rather check out this new restaurant with a woman. I would rather go get a afternoon drink
100%.
with a woman. So at the end of the day, I gotta have that in my budget. And then I just like meeting a new woman,
Man,
having a little
conversation. That was 60% of my budget, bitch.
And seeing where it goes. I don't need everything planned out. I don't need to have this long time phone conversation. Hey, look, meet me here. Let's see if something sparks. I want electricity. I want something that shocks me, and not just I don't want the run of the mill. It has to work this way. Let's do it step by step. No, I want to be shocked that I met this woman an hour ago on Tinder, and I fucking like her. You know what I'm saying? And all I did was say, let's go to Starbucks. She was ready in 45 minutes, and we there, and we having one of the greatest conversations ever. You know what I'm saying?
Tinder the beat. So Tinder's the beat.
I personally like Bumble first because Bumble, when you guys match, she has to respond she has to initiate contact. And when she has to initiate contact first, you get to gauge her interest level. So if she send you a A to HI,
that's equivalent to FaceTime, then.
What?
I'm saying when you meet on a social app like that, it's equivalent to me like saying we're gonna start, because most of the time on them apps you start a conversation through the phone, right?
Well, see, I beg to differ simply because you get a breakdown, you kind of get a resume of who she is already. You get the height, the weight, the kids, probably the profession and things like that. And then some with the Bumble site, they give you a little inquiry on her, little.
No, but I'm saying once you swipe left, then y'all exchange numbers and then y'all chat and then y'all plan to meet up.
Yeah, pretty much.
So that's what Tootie's saying.
Damn.
Well, see, if I'm not mistaken, Tootie is talking about what we did in middle school. Give your girl your number, and then you have a phone conversation to the son. Go.
No, I ain't saying that.
No, he done updated. Don't do that, Chris.
When can you give me your number?
Chris, he done updated.
That's why I was getting confused at it. Like, so, because if you meet a girl in Publix, to get her number, you had to have some conversation. You had to feel some chemistry. You had to see some. That's what I'm saying. So at that point right there, you already, because if you're getting a girl number, you can kind of feel if she just give. You know what I'm saying? You can feel that little initial, but that's a face to face encounter. You
got to set up the date anyway. Either way, you got to set up the date. So
and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, if that's what Horace mean,
get
the number and have a icebreaker conversation, then yes. I don't know. I'm not suggest nobody just take a woman out blindly. But as far as having to have all that background and FaceTime and calling it a date, absolutely not.
Yeah, I think that's the problem.
I'm gonna call it a date.
I think that's the difference. When I'm hearing both of y'all talk, it seems like Tootie called it a date. It's just your icebreaker to getting to know them, to setting up a date.
It's the setup. To me, it's the setup. It's the introduction to set up the date. You know what I'm saying? You get a little breakdown on her. Y'all have a conversation. See if you like the way the voice sound. See the availability. Set it up, and then see if the chemistry start from there.
So let's be honest. If you unfocused, if you focus, every man know that is being pursued. Dating can take up a lot of time and your money, right? So it requires listen. So you have to carve out there because most of us are go-getters and we focus. All I've been saying, Chris, is with that initial conversation, it has to be a point of contact, right? So whether it's in the grocery store or whatever, even the call to set up the date, that gives you a chance to feel if she really digging you, y'all got a little interest, something that's gonna make you want to go to the date. But you will actually talk to some women for that little minute, and you know it ain't shit there. You don't even want to be bothered. I'm saying that to avoid, hey, I met the chick and thing, hey, meet me at Duffy's. You get there and she done drunk down at the table, and you like, damn, why? Oh, I wish I'd never met this chick. No.
Well, you're in control of all that. You know what I'm saying? You can stop her from ordering it. You can have many drinks. She just can't just have an open tab. You could just tell her, hey, no, 2 drinks, that's it. You can't be scared to say exactly how you feel to a woman. We as men tend to not want to hurt feelings, and allow our feelings to be hurt or allow it to be negative to us.
I've been out the dating world for a while, not to cut you off, but you know, bro, me dating in Atlanta before I met my wife, bro, I ain't really had too many women just be like, hey, let me just keep ordering drinks and not have intention of being
It's Atlanta. It's Atlanta.
I can only talk. I ain't had too many in Palm Beach.
Dallas, Atlanta,
Orlando,
DC, Orlando. It's not Palm Beach.
Okay, right. But yeah, I haven't done a whole lot of dating in Palm Beach, but I just like the I like it, and I think that it's the investment, man. Like whatever you was gonna do, set aside time to date, because the best investment that you're gonna make, that a man's gonna make in his life, is the woman that he chooses. Right. So you have to be able to that's gonna cost some money, and that's gonna cost some time. Allocate it. You might not have to prioritize it first, but allocate time and resources to finding her.
And it's a risk
at our age.
Like, ain't no way to stack the deck on dating.
Yeah, it's a lose-lose situation. I won't say a lose-lose. It's a high risk but high reward situation too.
I feel you don't want to waste your time. I understand what the premise is what Tudi's saying. You don't want to waste your time, and you don't want to just be giving up resources out here just to be at somebody's dinner date for Tuesday and Thursday and Friday. But I also feel like this, and maybe I'm saying, I can check me if I'm wrong. I don't think I'm the nigga that bitch just called to go out to dates with.
Nah, with a bitch.
I don't think they play with me like that.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna lie. Some shit in my life I don't worry about. Like, if my car in the alley, I don't be like, I better not go down this alley. Like that. Like some shit. Like some people might be like that. I don't. Like, and I might get in raw. I'm not Superman. I'm just saying some stuff in my life I don't worry about. I don't worry about, like, hey, if I like this girl taking at me, she could hit me for 60 in drinks and then never call me. I'm not saying it won't happen. I'm just saying that's not a worry about. I feel like my conversation and what I got going on at least get me something out of it. At least I'm gonna have a good time. I might not hit. I don't have those kind of odds that I'm knocking down every. I'm not. I'm just saying I enjoy women. So if you enjoy women, then sometimes it just be a cool date and it turn to a friendship.
Yeah,
you used to enjoy women you're married.
Depending on what you're dating for. If you just out chilling, if you out here just chilling and shooting,
my wife know what I'm talking about. That's the least of my work. I'm on the show.
But I'm saying, when you dating, it's about what you out there for. Are you out there because you out here for the love of the game? Or I just love the game.
Right.
Or do you get to a point where you like, nah, I'm looking for something a little deeper?
But then you're gonna take that energy into the date, and it's gonna feel like a interview instead of a casual meetup. Like we gotta bring the fun back into dating. It can't be just a checklist, but two people sitting across the table from each other checking off a checklist. It gotta start being fun again.
That's kind of what's going on, though, Chris.
I know
it's sick.
For a quarter out here, for a lot of
the tender swindler. Well, I say, got to be something more.
But see that midlife crisis, the people that allude to, whether you admit it or not, once you get past a certain age, people start looking at their clock. No matter how much they say they don't, no matter how much they act like they don't, men and women. So it might not be you per se. So you're saying that, but there's a lot of niggas. Like right now, I be hearing a lot of men be like, "Damn, bro, I need to find it." And I just never can understand it. I'm sorry, I just like, bro.
That rush to get married.
You can't. Like, bro, why are you not? If you want a woman, you should have a woman.
Bro, we just had somebody say, "Well, I want what Mario got." I'm like, do you know what Mario got?
But then how you know how I get it? How I got it was not an intentional thing. I didn't meet my wife and say, "Oh, that's the one. Let me set up a date. Let me do this." We actually were chilling, having a good time, and then our feelings grew. And then I noticed how special she was, and said, "I don't want to not be with it without her." That it wasn't like, "Oh, she makes this, she does this, she does this." Oh, that wasn't I ain't have no checklist. I just had, "Oh, you cool. Oh yeah, I'll see you over there. I want to go out. Yeah, let's go out." I didn't think nothing. I didn't want nothing. I'm saying honestly. But at that point in my life, I knew I kind of wanted a relationship. I didn't think that me and her, I didn't date her thinking relationship. I was just chilling.
Yeah. So I think Derek had a question for you, but he said, which one do you do? Do you date or you mate, or preferably both? Shit, Derek, at this point, you're doing one to get to the next one. You feel me?
Yeah, like why we separate these things? Like we
no. They one and the same. You just hope that the one that you date and mate with, actually cool and see things kind of like the way you see things. Then y'all can progress. If not,
for sure.
it must end.
Date A date with no mate. Don't call me mate.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Sound like Wednesday. A date with
It
no
ain't-
mate is what we
He
call
made it.
Wednesday. It's Wednesday.
Yeah, wacky. And it's wacky.
Hey, listen. Closing
Hey,
comments, man. We went long. Well, I'll go long a lot, but closing comments. Let me give you a chance to go long.
don't get no ones on your Yelp review.
thank you, ladies, for showing up tonight. It's always a pleasure to have you on. Same bat time, same bat channel next Monday, man. We appreciate you. Share, like, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend, man. Appreciate y'all.
Zay, Derek Burns, you're whack. I feel you, brother. You're wacky Wednesday partner in crime.
No, man.
There you go.
Watch out. Derek. Hey, listen, players understand. He understand what we talking about. Chris stole my line, but you know what I'm gonna tell you. Tag a friend, share it. We don't ask for much. If you can't do that, are we really friends? I don't ask you for much. It's just every Monday I say tag somebody this could be impactful to, or just share it on your page. They may like meander by and see it and then watch it, and we appreciate you, and we're gonna love you, shout you out, and big you up. We appreciate you. Could have been doing anything else. We went long tonight, like Horace said, and y'all wrote it the whole time we was here. So I appreciate y'all.
Look at you, boy. He got clever. I see what you did there, Zay. You never did it like that.
Shoot him again.
It gotta feel good to you. Hey, man. Listen, before we get out here, Auntie Evelyn, there's a movie called Shaka Zulu, and it was a miniseries, but I got it all on miniseries. I got every episode, and the term that my name is actually Zulu, and that's what I changed it to. It's King. Chris began our series talking about kings and kings live forever, and that was the title of Shaka Zulu. Akosi Nkosi is Kings of King. So, Super Mario Senior.
I was
Hold up,
gonna
Mario.
say thank y'all, man.
Hold
Thank
up.
y'all. Go ahead.
No, I'm finna say shout out Tiffany because she wasn't hard headed. She tagged somebody immediately and told them they need to tune in. So you know what, Tiffany, you a real one. My bad, Mario. I didn't mean to cut y'all.
Oh, you good?
Appreciate
I was gonna say thank you, man. And come back again every Monday, man. Every Monday at 9 p.m.
Sure.
All right.
It was Tootie fault tonight. I
Hey.
usually be late, so I'm a relish in this. It was Horace's fault while we was late. Zay was on time. Check the record book. All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Hey, as that DJ once said, bim.